We're now at the last stop of the tour. I'm going to go a little closer so you can hear me. We're at the last stop of the tour to see the Hamburg Philharmonic. As you can see this glorious building to my left. And then the Hafencity, or floating city, which is located over here. So the Philharmonic was started in 2007 and is actually scheduled to be completed in 2017 in January. Now, people are a bit skeptical about that because they've said that it was going to be completed in 2016 January, 2015 January, 2014 January, and 2013 January. Each year they push it back and they raise the budget on it by quite a bit. Now, as I said, it is a Philharmonic, and it's an interesting location for such a building because it's located right next to an industrial harbor, not really known as a place of solitude and quiet. In order to make up for that, we have used a very unique construction, first of its kind ever, in fact. We'll talk about the outside first. And you notice that it has lots of different strange shaped windows on it. Now, these windows are about this thick, and each one of them, you can't see that, this thick. I'm gonna move over here. Each one of them is completely unique, only with a copy of it back in Italy in case one of them is ever damaged or destroyed. Now they're this thick, again, to help prevent sound from going through. Part of the shape is also to try and help capture sound. Now, in order to make such thick glass, and each piece uniquely made in Italy, it is quite expensive. Each one of those panes is about 20,000 euros. Along with its copy, that makes it about 40,000 euros each, bringing the total price for all of the windows to be about 44 million euros. Now, the original budget for the building was 77 million euros. As you can imagine, they've kind of blown past that when more than half of the original has been spent only on the glass. The building actually runs over €1 billion as we currently stand. The people of Hamburg actually have a bit of a problem with this because it keeps sinking more and more money into it. So it's a bit of a divisive issue and a lot of people are not so happy with it. In order to kind of make things right with the people of Hamburg, the city has decided to give each resident one ticket when the building finally opens. So I myself will be enjoying a wonderful show, maybe some Mozart or some Beethoven, in order to make up for all the tax dollars that has been sent to this building. Now, on the inside, they've also done some unique construction in order to dampen the sounds coming in from the outside. There's a structure located inside that is shaped like a honeycomb, lots of little pockets in order to catch sound. This structure is suspended from the ceiling with many, many cables and sits upon about 10,000 springs. All of this is in order to help transmit the least amount of sound from the outside to the inside where the music will be playing. Now, that's located only in the top of the building. The bottom part, which used to be a warehouse, will also have a hotel. It will have 2 other smaller venues and some very expensive apartments, including one that runs for about 8 million euros. So they have some plans to try and recoup the billion that was spent. It will take a rather long time to do so. And we still remain to see if it actually will open in 2017. Now, what this sits on, and the rest of this over here, is actually a little island called Hafencity. It's known as the architect's playground because, as you can look and see, the buildings have been rather extravagantly designed, and they're all a bit eclectic. This is possible because the land there and these buildings are all very expensive. Property there goes for about 30 to 40,000 euros per square meter. So you can surely imagine that the price runs up quite a bit. Now, there is a market for houses and apartments this expensive because in Hamburg there's about 44,000 millionaires who live in the city, which is quite a large number. Just to give you an even more specific and tangible demonstration, you can see these two boats down here, one named the J.R.R. Tolkien and the other one named Lothlorien, is owned by one man, a very wealthy man, who happens to both really like boats and really like The Lord of the Rings. Now, these boats are not commercial, they're just his toys. I've never seen them sail, though I have once seen it open with just a bar on top and people kind of having a little party there. Now, when Hafencity was originally conceived, it was kind of like a rundown area, and then they bought it all up and they turned it into what it is now. They also hoped that it would become kind of a playground for the young people, and it's got lots of bars and clubs and restaurants. Now, unfortunately, because of the price of the property, the prices for the restaurants and the drinks are also quite expensive. So most regular, normal working class or middle class or students, they tend to